2, 3, 4.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another review from Roy's Reviews, and today we have a pod review for you. It's the VooPoo Argus Air. Lovely little pod. Picked this up from InVape and just up the road from me. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop down to the table, have a look around the box, etc. See what comes with it, and then we're going to pop back up here again and I'll tell you my thoughts on it. See you in a mo. Okay, so here we are down at the table looking at the VooPoo Argus Air pod kit. It's got the pod on the front. The following warning applies when this product is used with nicotine containing e-liquids. The product contains nicotine, which is a highly addictive substance. They get done with the space in there, but hey, we'll let them off with it. On this side, you've got it's 25 watts max power, dual pod system for direct lung and MTL, and innovative dual airflow. On the back of it, you have your contents, your warnings, and the address details for Shenzhen Woody Vapes, who's VooPoo basically. Another warning in the back, the scratch and sniff tells you that it's the red and black. It does come in the snow camel, which will also show you. The classic black, carbon fibre, vintage grey and vintage brown. And then you have basically all their social media stuff on there. Okay, VooPoo on that side and a QR code on that side. So we just open this up as such, and it takes you straight into the little box which shows you the standard cartridge with the big airflow, small airflow, the innovative dual airflow, which I'll show you. Just have to turn the pod around to get different airflows. Underneath there you get the device itself, and you get two pods, one like this, which I'll explain, and then one with the blue on it, which will also explain. Nothing else in there. And then in the little envelope you get the VooPoo Argus Air user manual, which is really comprehensive for the user manual, as you can see. Explains it really well if you need it for a pod system. And then you have the pod itself, Genie chip installed. You can see the small airflow on that side, and then you can see a larger airflow on that side. Just a screw in the back, the warnings on the back as well, and you've got Argus there and VooPoo there on the red and black leather. Genie chip, one button which does all the functions. On the screen then you have your wattage, your puff counter, and your ohms are all there as well. And on the bottom is your USB-C Type-C charger. You also get the charger case as charger cable, USB Type-C, and you get a PNP coil, just system tags. So two pod systems. We'll start off with one with the blue on it, and it says, if I get it to focus, VooPoo on there. Now this is a standard coil, and it already has the coil inbuilt to it, which can't be removed. And that's a 0.8 ohm coil that's pre-built into it. Once you've used this and once the coil goes, that bit can be disposed of. You can purchase these separately if you so do wish. The second part is your standard capacity pod, which takes the PNP push fit coils. It's held onto the device by these four magnets on there, which correspond to the four magnets in the inside, and it just goes in, and it actually really holds it in place. You can shake it a good bit before it ever decides to come off. This is the second colour which I have, which is the snow camel, and the battery power in here is 900 milliamp battery with a 25 variable wattage 25 watts is the most it can go up to. The coil auto detect, so it actually detects what type of coil you have in there. So I'm going to take this one out. This coil, which is a 0.6 PMP coil. So if I put this one in, as you can see, it just pushes in. There's no right way, wrong way, just go straight in and push in. It's held in with the O-rings, and you've got the airflow coming round. So when you've got the blue bit, or the fill port, to your left hand side, you get one type of airflow, which is the big airflow. And if you turn it round, put it to the right hand side, you get the small airflow. And you can see, as soon as you put this coil in, it has jumped to 22 watts, because that's the recommended wattage for this 0.6 ohm, as you can see on the screen there. Whereas if I take the other one out of this device, so it was at 22 watts, we'll put this pod in, and it still says it's 22 watts because it's the same type of coil. Where did I put the other one? Okay, because this is a 0.8, it drops down to 12. So it's 12 on there, put the other one back in, and it automatically jumps to 22. So we'll just put the other coil back in, or other pod back in again, the one with the bit of juice in it. So to change the wattage, it's just 1, 2, 3, and you can go up and down on it to your heart's content, and it only goes as far as the maximum wattage, which is 15 watts. And then once you get your desired wattage, you just press and hold, and automatically locks it in. There's not very much to it. The price wise at the minute it's around 20 quid. Would I recommend it? Yeah. So join me up top when I go through my thoughts. I'll just show you. Oh, before we go back up again, don't know if you can see it as clear on this one, but it does have Argus on there and VooPoo on that side, on the camel, the snow camel. That's the two devices. So join me back up top again when I go through my thoughts of this little device. See you up there. And welcome back up again, folks. So that was a good look round the VooPoo Argus Air. As you see down below, I've got two of them, the red and black and the snow camouflage. Somebody beeping outside. Oh well. So what do I think of this? I absolutely love it. But before I tell you all the reasons why I love it, I'll tell you the reason, my little cons on it. There isn't many. There's two. One is this pod, the one with the blue bit on it. Why have they given you a pod that can't change the coil on it? I don't know, can't answer that question. They are a £5 a piece a time you want to buy one, so they are run slightly just more expensive than a PMP coil would be. PMP coils you can pick up anywhere between £3 and £4 a piece. And the second one, it's a 900 mAh battery, but I don't get a full day out of it. That's why I'm glad I've actually got two of them, because I can keep one charged, and then when I run out I can just swap the pod over and go again, or have two different flavours in the gun, because I do like my Nick salts in these. They are fantastic. So what's it like? We can get 25 watts, so anybody that likes a colour vape direct lung, or likes to direct lung 50-50 juices, you can do it with this, because you can get the airflow. You've just got plain, nice and simple, two airflows, so there's no airflow controls, anything like that. You know, there's no air controls on the little Geek Vape Boost pod, but this it's got two airflows. You're wide open and you're closed, so one side has got the smaller hole and one side has got the larger holes on it. So as you look at the pod with the screen toward you, if you put the fill port to the left hand side, you get the more restricted vape. And if you put the pod or the fill port to the right hand side as you look at the screen, you get a more airy vape. I always just like it more restricted. Yes, the one button design is nice and clean. A little bit fiddly for maybe those who aren't assured of themselves. Somebody's just coming off the cigarette, starting vaping for the first time, might not just be assured of it. But once you get the hang of the three clicks to get into the wattage and change the wattage, but you don't need to even really worry about that because it's got the Genie chip, which as soon as you put your coil in, it sets a recommended vape. Although like me, whenever you sort of put the larger coil in, it puts it at 12 watts. I like taking up to the 15 watts. So all in all, a fantastic wee system. Would I recommend it? Yeah, especially now the prices are dropping. When I do a quick search onto the web, they were £25. They're now selling around £19 in most places if you want to look for it. Because of the two little downsides, I'd probably just give it a 9 out of 10 as opposed to give it a 10 out of 10. You know, I do like my pod systems and I do think this is fantastic. So, thank you for watching the review. If you've enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, drop me a wee comment down below. If you haven't enjoyed it and you give me a thumbs down, still drop me a comment down below. And to everybody who has already subscribed to me, thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the wee subscribe button. Very much appreciated. Every single subscription counts. And it just remains me to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you watch this review. Take care now. Bye.
1, 2, 3, 4.